Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to reveal the latest Louis Vuitton item that I have purchased, and I got this on eBay, and it is an item that's it's already been, this item is pre-loved, I must say, but I know that this particular item, it's still a highly sought after pieces from Louis Vuitton, and I must say that it is one of the most versatile, one of my most favorite useful items that I have in my collection. But for some reason I wanted a different version of these, the older version of this particular piece. So ladies and gentlemen, here comes the item right here. It is actually packed on this I don't know how they called this this type of wrapping though, right here, but it's made up of like cottonish material. So anyway, okay, to reveal the older version of the pochette accessoire. So the only reason why I purchased this, that's because I know that the latest version of these is a little bit like a tad bit bigger on its width, but I am looking for a pouch that I could put it on my Never Full. I could insert it in my larger pouches, and it is a little bit like, look at the width on this right here. It's not too big. I will be doing a comparison in a little bit, but let me show you what I've got right here. I got this on eBay. I know that sometimes it is a little bit hard to find, to make sure that you're actually buying the real thing on eBay, but yeah, you have to buy with confidence, otherwise, you know, you're not going to be able to get what you wanted. But the seller is actually located in Japan, and when I purchased the item, it has been shipped the same day that I've purchased, and I got it in less than a week though. The shipping is very, very fast and quick. So anyway, I just saw this, and also you could request for more photos if you are curious about the item, and all the photos that were shown on the website is not enough. So you could request for a detailed photos. You can do that. So let me just take a look at, wow, the canvas is absolutely amazing. That's the thing, guys, with the canvas that they have for 20 years ago. They are sturdy and stiff, and it has a substantial like feel and weight to it. And right now, wow, the pattern, the monogram pattern, is actually crisp. And this is the side right here. It is very shiny. Wow, look at that. The piping is actually straight, surprisingly. Sometimes the piping on the corner, they tend to bend or things like that. But wow, I am totally impressed with the quality of the canvas on this piece. And also another thing that I love about the pochette accessoire is there's no glazing on top of it. And it has a very minimal vachetta. So I got the one that's made in France right here. And it seems like, I mean, the thing is, like, when you purchase something on the website, there's always a difference when it comes to photos. And I really thought that the vachetta for this piece is actually heavily patina. But right now, it is actually looking great. And yeah, it doesn't seem to look like they use this piece right here. There's no discoloration at all. Very, very shiny. Wow. It has a gold hardware, as you guys could see, but the gold is actually still crisp right there. And also with the strap, I'm not sure if this is the original strap that they have, but there is a difference of the color. But I know that with Louis Vuitton, there is sometimes, not sometimes, there is a difference of the hardware. The other part of it is shiny and the other part is dull, and it has more of like a deeper gold color, lighter color, things like that. So don't be surprised. Okay, so this is it. Okay, let me just remove the stuffing inside. Okay, it's good that they put the stuffing to retain its structure. So without the stuffing, it is just flat, like this. Flat, so flat. Let me take a look at inside. The inside is actually very, very clean. Let me smell it. There is no odor as well. There is no odor at all. I was expecting that there is going to be a little bit more of like a storage odor, but surprisingly, there is none to it. It is actually very flexible, but it does feels very thick, the canvas. Wow. Very lovely. And I know the latest version of these, they are actually priced as almost priced as $1,200. And the thing is that the question is it worth it or not? But would it justify the price? The thing is, if you find a lot of use in it, then I think it makes your money worth. But if you just purchase it for $1,200, and if you can't find use of it, a lot of use in it, then I don't think that is the right purse for you. But for me, I find a lot of use on my pochette accessoire. That's why if I would buy it brand new for $1,200, it would still worth it, because I could find a lot of use in it. And I would say, I'm not going to say it's 100% carefree, but I didn't really care if there's any stain or whatsoever in the vachetta. That's just the nature of it. As long as the glazing issue, there wouldn't be any. But this one so far, you could barely see the glazing right here. That's a nice thing. So anyway, I am going to, I purchased this for around $700 US. So it is still a little bit pricey for something that's already been used. But looking at the quality, the craftsmanship, looking at the monogram flowers are still crisp. I think it's worth it. Right here, there's no odor at all. There's no stain. The inside is actually very clean. There is, on top of that, there is no rips. Just make it sure that when you buy a used item, make it sure that there is no rips at all. Let me get my pochette accessoire right here. So this is my pochette accessoire right here. I've actually used her with my multi-pochette strap. It's actually looking really pretty with the MPA strap right there, the multi-pochette accessoire strap, and look at that. So this is, let me try to compare it right here. Of course, they are different. And then side by side, right there, you see the width. There's a big difference though. Right here at the bottom, you see that? You could literally see the difference. And then on the top, right here. So this one, you could put a lot of stuff in here compared to the older version of it, because this is just flat. But right now, this one seems to look like it is structured. That's because I have the organizer inside. But let me just take the organizer out just to for your reference. It still looks like that. See? It still looks like that. And I really love that this piece, you could put a lot of stuff in it. And one thing that I would recommend, that when you buy something like this online, I am very confident that's because there is very little vachetta. But one thing that that's a part of it. That's the nature of vachetta leather. It would oxidize in time. But one thing that I could advise for you guys is that I know there is a pochette accessoire out there that is actually less than $400, less than $300. But the part of these, the vachetta, is actually very dark. The inside is deteriorating. It has odor, it has everything. Guys, please do not wash or submerge your pochette accessoire in the water. Please do not do that. That is not the proper way of cleaning or getting rid of the dirt or the odor of your purse. I have cleaned several vintage purses in my life, but I would never, even though you've paid a few $100s in it, like you would say, oh, if I ruined it, I ruined it. I'm not gonna lose a lot of money. But please do not submerge your purse in a water. Please do not, because when you're done with it, you don't know what would be the reaction of the chemicals that's in the water, the soap, and I am pretty sure that the vachetta, once it is submerged in water, it will soften. And if you don't condition the vachetta or the leather quite enough, eventually once it dries, it will crack. It will always crack based on my experience. So please do not submerge your purses in a water, especially to those who has a lot of vachetta. Vachetta naturally will get dirty. It will oxidize. It will get eventually darken in time, but that is not the proper way of cleaning it. The proper way of cleaning the vachetta for me is just use the cleaner that I have. I have a brick fork cleaner, and to clean the interior of the bag is that, like, let's take for instance, this one is so filthy. Please do not submerge it with water and brush it or whatsoever like that. I've actually used a carpet cleaner, and that works wonders though. You just have to dab and then actually rub with a little bit of water in it with a rag, and that actually eliminates some of the dirt and some on this fabric right here. But submerge it in the water, no, I would not suggest that at all. So anyway, that is actually the proper way of cleaning. But then again, when you take this, okay, when you, for instance, you buy something like this, and you bought something like this and it was already dark, you can't see it, it was filthy dark, you could always take it to Louis Vuitton Atelier and have this one replaced, and also have this strap replaced. But the thing is, this one is removable, okay? So since this one is removable, you don't need to worry about asking for a replacement. You don't need to worry about the vachetta, the replacement of it. That's because you can easily, you could easily put chain strap, like you can put a strap literally in this right here. So let me show you. Okay, any strap will work. It doesn't have to be a Louis Vuitton, but any strap will work. There you go. Okay, like that. So if you are if you're worried too much about the dark vachetta right here, take it to Louis Vuitton store. Do not wash it. Don't even bother to try to clean it with anything, and then end up it was like cracking or things like that. You know, I'm not sure how much it would cost, but I think, I'm not sure, maybe it's less than $100, because that's just a very little vachetta right here. The good thing about this is you can always use different straps. The crossbody strap right here. You see the difference of the vachetta. Yeah, you can see the difference of the vachetta, the old ones and the new ones. And also, you could also use one of the Louis Vuitton charm for this piece right here. Like that. There you go. See? That's how versatile this pochette accessoire is. Right there. So pretty. And also you could literally take this one out right here and remove it completely and used other straps. So that's the thing, that if you wanted to buy a pochette accessoire, I would suggest to buy it on a pre-loved market, you know. But you just have to be very careful on how to, I mean, yeah, this is just the only part that has a vachetta, really, to be honest. So okay, right here I have a chain strap here from my Cousin bag. Okay, there we go. How pretty is that? This is just flat. So one thing that I would like to try, if this one would fit in here. No, it actually would not fit at all. Yeah, this would not fit. It is a little bit shorter compared to the other one. No, it would not fit the organizer at all. See how versatile this bag is? Look at that. Like that. You could carry it just like that. And if you wanted to use a pearl charm, you could also dress it up with the pearl itself, like this, like that. See, it's actually very pretty. So if you're looking for a pochette accessoire on the second-hand market or pre-loved market, go for it. Go for it. I found one for, I told you this is $700 US, and I'm not sure if I paid the custom fees. I don't even remember at all. And I would highly recommend it. And this one, $700 compared to $1,200. It has the same use. See that? It has the same use at all. So yeah, I am so lucky that I found the one that is in good condition. But I know that if you want to save more money on these, I know there is some online that they're selling it for less than $500 US, but yet you still have to deal with the repair. You still have to deal with the wear and tear of it with the vachetta. And I was thinking, I really put in a thought onto this. If I would be spending around $700, I know $500 US with a black vachetta right here, with a filthy interior and stuff, and if I would want to have it replaced, all those stuff, this one and this strap, it would cost me almost like the same as the $700 US. So I said, I decided to take the $700 because I don't need to even clean this. Look at that. I don't need to even clean it. There's a little bit of watermark right there, but that's just the nature of it. I don't need to clean. All I have to do is use a saddle soap And be very, very careful with the saddle soap. Be very careful of all the chemicals that you're putting in your bag, because don't think that the print wouldn't come off. There are other vintage Louis Vuitton print with a monogram that it started to fade out. It started to fade. And I have seen that while I was just checking on the website on the secondhand market, that some of them, the print are not crisp at all. It is fading. So you have to be very careful when you buy something that is fading, and when you clean it, that the colors, the monogram wouldn't fade out, because that would be a problem, especially with the saddle soap. You just have to test it out before you use it in your entire purses. Even though that I have cleaned all my purses, all my canvas with a saddle soap and a conditioner, I always test it out somewhere. I don't just dab it or whatsoever. And also, so anyway, like I mentioned, please do not submerge your purses in a water. Please do not do that. So anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.